Good morning, everybody. Happy Voting Tuesday, which can arguably ends up being one of our sucky days of our lives. So today is voting day. I'm passing by the voting place right now. Awesome. I don't see no lines outside. No lines. That's dope. Guys, I am so excited. Yesterday was the 2nd of November, and I called Andre because I just got back in from Florida. So I called Andre about taking him to go vote because he doesn't have a car, and I raised him as a voter. And so I'm like, I'll come pick you up, blah 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 blah. So in the meantime, I was gonna go pick him up last night to take him to vote. But then I realized, after I did some research to fact check my life, I realized that early voting ended on October 31st. I didn't know that. So around 7, because I was going to pick him up from work, he was already acting like he was going to be tired. This was at 8 in the morning. He was acting like he was going to be too tired to go vote. And I'm like, Andre, it's just you're going to run and you're going to vote, you're going to leave. Like, it ain't that deep. And you get a free ride home. Like, stop it. And so when I called him to pick him up, because even after I found out that early voting was you couldn't early vote anymore, I was still gonna go pick him up and give him a ride home. So I tried calling him, but homeboy ain't answer. And that's when I knew that I raised him wrong. I raised him all the way wrong. You only have one thing to do on this planet. Actually, 3 things to do on this planet: stay black, die, and vote. That is it. Whatever else you decide to do in the meantime and in between time, that's on you. But you just gotta stay black, you gotta die, and vote. Okay, boo? And so I was like, I'm gonna have to stop this boy. I'm gonna have to go and camp out in front of his house. I'm gonna have to go and camp out in the parking lot of his job, because he will vote. Unless I'm just too tired to care and just say, you know what, I tried. But guys, my sweet baby son, 27 3/4, he called me at 6:30 this morning to arrange his ride to the polls. Yes. I'm like, this is just for us, for black people in this country, guys. There have been so many of our ancestors, of our forefathers, who were killed, lynched, dragged, shot, intimidated, houses burnt down, all because they wanted to vote. Guys, they created poll taxes, which they knew poor black people couldn't pay. They created you can only vote if you own property. How many of us doing that? They created, you gotta take a reading and comprehension test, when they knew damn well reading for black people was illegal all throughout slavery. All throughout. So if you have a legacy of something that you can't even do, that you have fear to do, that if you do, you remember the times where such and such got caught reading and this was the punishment. Such and such was caught reading. That creates a cultural fear and intimidation of doing something that was possibly so painful for your people, for your ancestors, for your family, that you just shy away from reading, okay? We have too many churches in the black community historically who have preached off of memory, who have preached off of storytelling, who have preached off of what felt good and not was actually factually based in the biblical word, okay? We come from that legacy. So how you gonna say you gotta pass a reading and comprehension test to vote when you knew you took that right from us? So this is why I'm so passionate about, especially people of color in this country, voting. I don't give a damn if you don't believe in who is running or who ain't running. You better find the best one you believe in, and you better go exercise that right. And this is how I feel about my son. It's like, as soon as he was able to vote, we going to vote. You live in this house, we vote in this house. Get your butt up. Let's go. And so again, last night I was doubting this dude's priorities. Like, what? And then this morning when he called me at 6 to arrange a ride at 7:30 to take him to go vote, and then he has to be to work at 9:30, and he was wondering if that was going to be enough time. And I was like, I really believe it's going to be enough time, because honestly, even in all the years that we that I didn't early vote. Like this year was my first year that I early voted. But even in all the years I didn't and I went on election day, where we go and vote, there have been no lines. Like it has been a smooth 15-minute process. In the meantime, I'm just proud of my son that he is getting up early. He's leaving his house early so that he can do this before he goes and begins his job. And then also when I come back, I'm going to tell you guys how to check. I know it's probably too late. I'm going to get this video up today, but I know it's probably too late for so many people. But I just figured it out this morning, how to check to see if your vote counted. If you already voted, I voted early. So I can show you how you can check that if you're in Virginia. And then also Jay mailed in his ballot. He's in Florida, and we were able to check that and verify that too. And so I'm pretty sure the process is similar statewide. And so I can give you a few little pointers of where to go in the right direction and how to check your voting history. This one, get in the car. Tell me some. It's going to be a riot either way.
It's going to be a riot.
So what side of the riot are you going to be on?
I'm not going to be in the riot. I have things to do.
No.
I gotta go out. I gotta film a wedding soon. I don't have time for that.
I mean,
Here's
today.
How I look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
Technically, the economy has like how many lootings? Like how many I mean, like the crime rate. It's just like it is. Like there's consistent crime, but like overall, people aren't robbing. Like even though COVID's happening, you would expect more chaos. Other than the Proud Boys and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than the liberals clashing with the conservatives because of they got trapped in the two-party system ideology that was projected, onto us. You know what I'm saying? Which wasn't what the founding fathers intended. They encouraged third parties. You know what I'm saying? They actually wrote specifically and warned about a two-party system.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were smart. And that's another topic. But so here's the thing. Things are relatively going smooth. I noticed. Relatively.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the drama. Think about it. Other than the drama of Trump and the Proud Boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what marks his campaign. The drama around his campaign. Not the economy. They're not going to talk about
nothing real, nothing of substance.
Yeah, they're not going to talk about how the economy tanked. They're not going to talk about how they're not going to talk about how the war is affecting us. What war?
What war? There's a war?
Is there? As an independent thinker, I don't like the two-party system, first off. And at this point, there's no third party. I mean, like, there's... I just...
Yeah, there's like fake third parties. Like the liberals or whatever. But we already know that they never stand a chance because people usually vote amongst the majority party
as a
lines.
people, though, we got to start promoting that. I'm going to start promoting that on my channel about supporting third parties.
But
and
I'm gonna make a fake campaign.
I'm gonna shoot a commercial. Actually, I'm gonna shoot a mock commercial of a third party campaign, and I'm going to hopefully make it go viral.
But you know what the problem is? I mean, there was a lot of third parties out there, Andre, and what they say, what ends up happening is it waters down the other vote. This is what makes it possible for a Trump to win because there were so many people. What was her name? Was it Jill Stein? I mean, there were so many other people that people was like, well, I'm going to vote for her because I don't like this one or that one. I don't like Hillary or Trump, so I'm voting for this. So it kind of waters down.
I will say this. Since his presidency, on both sides, I've been seeing Democrats and Republicans both saying that, like, they've been interested in third parties. Like, I've been seeing, like, posts and, like, I've been seeing, it's circulating in my feed that, these guys are interested because I have, like, a broad range of friends
you notice that whenever the media only gets behind who they're told to get behind. You notice
That's
that the
fine.
newspapers always report the same stories,
Yeah.
even though there's tons of stories going on around the world,
Yeah.
but yet all the newspapers across the country reports the same stuff. So it makes you feel like we're more of this dictatorship, even with the campaign on.
In a way, I would say.
What is the campaign? It's another campaign. Is it COVID? I can't remember what the campaign is, but the campaign don't have nothing to do with politics, right? But it's being funded through politics, like Trump and everything.
Yeah.
And he already said that if you're a celebrity and you voted against me, or you said things that you're not allowed to be in this campaign, even though the campaign isn't a political campaign.
Yeah.
That is some dictatorship at its best.
Well, look, he can only do that because there's checks and balances, of course, but that's the only power that he has, and he can, have operatives follow people.
But do you understand what you know what that means, though? That's almost like saying I'm taking away job opportunities, because these campaigns pay people. So I'm taking away funding because I don't like that you don't like me. He said, if the numbers show that he's winning early, he's gonna just announce his victory before. And he says he feels that it shouldn't be right for states to be able to keep counting votes after the voting is over. And he said he feels that it should be illegal. See, this is the president. This is who's creating policy. It should be illegal for votes, because you know how people mail in votes and stuff. It should be illegal for states to have so much time to count their mail in votes. So he's trying to make the mail in vote. He's trying to make it null and void. He's probably going to sue. He's probably going to do all kind of stuff to hold up whoever wins this election. There was more of a line when I went to go vote. Look, guys, hold on. Look, guys, it's empty. When me and Gwen went, there was like a line.
So check this out. To be like, oh, look at all this. Look at what's happening during this.
Oh, look, it's nobody in there. All right. Oh, wow. So Andre's a voter. Hi.
Sure.
Mom says, hey. He bought that cheat sheet in the Republican cheat sheet. Okay, guys. So I want to go over how to check. So what I did is a simple Google. How to check if your vote was counted in, insert your state. So you can say in Florida, in Virginia, and wherever you live. So right now, I'm going to go to Virginia. And basically, it takes you to www.elections.virginia.gov. And then I'm going to click on View Your Current Registration Status Now. And I'm going to say check registration status. And it's going to ask for Virginia. It's going to ask for your first name, and yours is. And then your last name is. And then your date of birth is. It's going to ask for your date of birth. And then it's going to ask for your last four of your social. Ma, what's your last four? And then it asks for your locality, which my mother. Ma, you registered in Norfolk or Virginia Beach? And then I'm going to say I certify. And Mom mailed in hers. So it shows me mother. It shows me your name. It shows me you've been active since 2008. Your ballot was received, boo, on October 23rd. And so that is how you do it. And if you were voting, let's say the Florida one is actually even easier, because you can go to, and this brings me to dos.myflorida.com. And there's a bunch of different things that can get you to this general place for whatever your state is. But on this website, you then pick what county or city or whatever. And as for Jay, he's in Miami-Dade County. So I click on Miami-Dade. And it just basically asks for his first name, his last name, and his date of birth. And then to verify that you're not a robot. And it lets you know. And his county as well. So really simple. I really like that, because for so many of us, we mailed in our votes, or we voted early, or we did something else, who knows. But it's nice to see that your vote counted. Your vote counted. So there you have it, guys. Hold on, Mom, let me close out this video. There you have it, guys. We're gonna try to get this video edited and up today. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you want to be a member of my family, and just know that all these opinions obviously are my own, and I have friends who are on all sides of the country. I mean, some people are voting for Trump, some people are voting for Biden, and you know, we all don't hold the same interests or the same values, but it's all good, because at the end of the day, this life is bigger than what we were told that we should believe in, because at the end of the day, a lot of it is all propaganda anyway. So until then, guys, see you in the next video. Peace.